Why do men keep failing to meet your standards? Why is it that no matter how many people you've dated, no matter how many relationships you've gotten into, it just keeps repeating the same pattern where the partner, the man, cannot meet your standards, meet your needs, meet your desires, fills in that exact standard of what you're looking for. And whenever you get into that point of where you discover that you keep on finding that same pattern in your love life, you may be wondering, is it your fault? Is it that because you're too picky? A part of you may doubt yourself. And then there's this part of you that is also at the same time afraid of lowering your standard. Because if you lower your standard, that means that you're not going to be loved as much. It means that you're not going to be treated right. And so you may find yourself in this inner conflict, the situations where one part of you wants to continue putting on these standards of how they should treat you, how they should text you, how they should be in a relationship. But then there is the other part of you who starts to doubt yourself. And maybe she may even think that maybe love is not meant for you. Or maybe that men are not meant for you. Men aren't capable of loving you. And you may find yourself torn between these two sides of you. And so in this video, we're talking about actually resolving that inner tension and getting to that clarity of actually knowing whether the truth is because he is actually not compatible for you, he is actually just not the one, or whether is it because there is something in you that is blocking you from love, that there is something that is preventing you, holding you back from being loved in the name of having high standards. Because you see, sometimes we say this advice, we give this advice in the self-development world to have high standards for yourself, high standards from people around you, whether that is friendship or romantic relationship. And it's not bad to have these high standards. But sometimes we create these high standards from a place of being hurt, from a place of having been hurt in the past. Maybe you were lied to, betrayed, or you were cheated on, or whatever that may be. Whether that is in terms of romance or whether that is even from our childhood when we were young. We were hurt because someone else at school looked down on you or whatever that may be. You may have been hurt at one point, and what happens is that when we are hurt, we try to create these high standards, but these are actually just walls. They are actually just walls that prevent us from being loved. And so we create these walls saying that these are our boundaries. And we actually don't want anyone to actually meet them. Even though we want love, we don't want people to meet them, because if they actually meet them, that means that they actually get to love you, which also means that you're going to be broken again. You feel unsafe to love again, which is why we create these walls in the name of having high standards. And when you are creating these quote unquote high standards, which are actually just walls, right? One way of how you know whether you are creating one is how you feel when you are in a relationship. If you find yourself constantly in a state of tension, in a state of worry, in a state of anxiety, wondering what they're going to be doing, who they're texting to, wanting to check what's on their phone, wanting to check who they're following on Instagram, wanting to check why is it that they are doing XYZ, needing to look at where they are, where they're spending time, needing to do that the whole time, feeling like you are a watch guard on 24/7. You need to check on your partner. Make sure that they are meeting those standards, meeting your checklist of standards. It's almost like this vetting list, right? If you are in that watch place, then it's a very good sign that it's actually just fear. It is just a fear blocking love. That means that even if there is your version of Prince Charming, totally healthy, emotionally available partner that you've always wanted, if he was to be in a relationship with you, still there is gonna be a part of you that feels like she's gonna be on a watch guard, right? Afraid of what they are doing. Whether they're actually loyal or not, whether they're actually faithful or trustworthy. You need to check on them. And chances are, if that's the case, then it's actually not a high standard. It's actually not a high standard. It's actually just fear. It's a wall of fear. It's a fear that is afraid of falling in love, afraid of being in love, afraid of loving, afraid of connecting with someone, afraid that you might be hurt again. And when you are in that state of fear, anything that they do quote unquote wrong, it will trigger you so bad. It will make you either explode or erupt or make you have a cold shoulder. Maybe you stop talking to them, right? Disconnect with them or bang the door, whatever that may be. It will create that trigger inside of you. Because all of it is just re-triggering that part of you that says that love is not safe. You're not safe to fall in love. Therefore, you need to create this quote unquote high standard in order to make sure that they are the one. And if they aren't, then you need to get out as soon as possible. And you may try to flee from this relationship, right? You may not even try to resolve them or anything. And you may even not talk to them, block them, wherever that may be. And of course, no matter who shows up, how amazing that person is, because they feel controlled, they feel restricted, they feel like they're being watched on, it's gonna feel hard for them, even for the most amazing, capable person. They're gonna feel like they're being washed over. And it's gonna be hard for them to please you or please those standards, fit those needs. Because these high standards aren't actually created from you. They are just created from a little child that is afraid of falling in love, afraid of being hurt again. And the key to receiving love, the key to actually experiencing this healthy love, connecting with healthy love, is to realize that your standards don't have to be this controlling, restricting. They are not actually fear-based rules. They are not actually rules. They're not meant to be rules. Love is meant to feel free. Not only that means you are free, right? They can be free. And free doesn't mean that someone is not loyal, someone will hurt you. Free means you are safe, and they are safe too. And when you both are in a safe state of safety, that is when you can actually communicate. That is meant, even if they quote unquote make a mistake, you can understand them, you can forgive them, and then they can do the same for you. So instead of love feeling like it's like this battle that you need to fight against each other, love feeling like you need to argue on who's right or wrong, what is fair or unfair. Instead of feeling like this battle between you two, instead it becomes a team. A team where you both feel safe. They feel safe, you feel safe. Because you are not guarded anymore. You are not in this watch out control mode anymore. And that, my love, is how you actually have high standards. This is actually the true standard. It's the standard of safety. You're creating this standard of safety within you and in this relationship. And when the partner is right for you, they will mirror back that same safety back to you. And that is how you know that you are in a compatible relationship. And that is how you break free from this chain of feeling like men are never able to love you. Because you have created that love first within, inside of yourself first.